Today on the Carrina Show, we are meeting with one of the newest boutiques to open up in downtown Brenham. In fact, they are so new, tomorrow is their ribbon cutting. We have Joe and Peyton with 979. And recently in the Carrina Show email, Carrina interviewed them and we got to know a little bit about them. So today we'll get even more up close and personal, diving a little bit deeper with the same questions. So welcome, you guys.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hey.
So tell everybody about your business. I'm curious about your name. So just give us an overview of what it is.
Sure. So 979, I think we all know what that is, right? That's the area code for Brenham. And so we wanted to kind of enrich and ingrain ourselves into the community. And what better way than to kind of adopt the zip code and let it represent what we're about. So 979 kind of started there. Obviously, Peyton had some inspiration into it, so she's really been helpful in the branding and the logos and the designs, and so she's kind of taken that part. But we're a women's bags, purses, accessories, and then we do have a men's section. So red alert, men's section, the second one in Brenham, I think, or downtown Brenham. And so come on down, check out what we have. The Texas section, the men's section is Texas based. And so it's all products that are Texas infused. And then the women's bags range from kind of your everyday bag to your, forever bag. And that's what we specialize in.
Yeah. A little background on the name.
Yeah.
Since this is for like people that are wanting to start businesses and stuff, I think telling a story of how the name came to be is kind of cool. So we were thinking of a name. We knew we wanted purses and bags to be like our main thing. And I actually went on like a mission trip whenever I was like 14 years old to Montana. And I remember going to a store and they had a t-shirt, and I don't know the code or whatever, but I just thought that was so cool. And so when we were thinking of like names and stuff, I was like, wait, and I just saw this like t-shirt was 979, and I was like, what about this? And then it just clicked, and that's how it happened.
Yeah.
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 What inspired you to create this?
So I mean, really the best answer is a lot of things. One, we had done this online before. We kind of stopped during COVID for a little bit. We knew we were moving to Brenham, so we wanted to kind of put things on hold. So when we got here, we were just kind of blessed with, hey, this spot's available. Do you guys want to jump on it? And it was just kind of this overnight decision, like,
Seriously?
let's do this. Yeah.
Wow.
Let's run with it. We had a lot of inventory already. So we're like, okay, this makes sense. All the things are starting to click. But I think once you get past that, building something, being creative, owning something that's yours, there's like a pleasure in that, right?
Yes.
Whether it fails or it's successful or not, right? There's just joy in having that. And I think we wanted to be an example for the kids too, and show them that, hey, you want to start something, you want to do it, just go for it. And I think if we learned anything through COVID, go for it, right?
Yeah.
Do what you want to do. The future, you don't know what's going to happen. So go out and just try it, right? And so that's kind of what we did. We learned a lot online. And so now we're making that transition to in person.
Okay, that's what I wanted to ask you more about. Since you're going from online to I think Glamfetti also did the same thing, another business here in downtown Brenham. So what did you learn from your online
a lot of
brick
things.
And mortar evolution?
Yeah, a lot of things. So we're still online, but the brick and mortar is kind of the big focus because that's part of the community. I would say sourcing, finding the best inventory, knowing what your customers are looking for, and trying to bring those to the customer, so you can do something for them. You can solve something. If it's a bag, it's like that bag solves a problem for them. I know you guys have the detailing business, right? That solves a problem.
Right.
And so we worked on that. So finding vendors that you can work with, vendors that are eco-friendly, vendors that the products come from good sources, right? I mean, we're not like everything is made, in the best environments, but we know that when we're sourcing that, we're getting it from somebody, and that's probably another small family, right?
Gotcha.
So it's kind of, using the business to also help another business.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, and so when did it start online?
So 2019.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2019. Yeah.
And then they did that a couple of years, took a pause, and then it was literally, so they moved to Brenham last year.
Yeah.
And then I moved to Brenham in October. I think it was like the end of October, early November. And my mom calls me and she was like, I think we're going to open up a store. And then from November to January 13th at the Sip and Swirl, Uptown Swirl, that's when we opened.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pretty quick.
Yeah.
Pretty quick, man.
Yeah. A lot of long nights, but
I admire that. So my style is think about. I mean, I do act fast, but when it comes to I think I act fast when it comes to deals, but hats off to you guys. Like, I'm seriously impressed because I would have been like super cautious and trying to bean count and what if it fails and fear of failure for sure would have stopped me.
I think without doing the online for a couple years, we would have been more slow and cautious, but having that, I think we had a little bit more confidence in what we were doing and like strategizing.
Yeah.
So
and I would add to that. I mean, I think fear is part of everything. So it's going to be there. The best thing to do is embrace it and kind of try to use it to your advantage. Let it be something that motivates you. Let it be something that drives you to maybe take those steps that, maybe you weren't quite ready to take those. Well, just go for it, right? I mean, you're going to do those things regardless. So go do them and just embrace it.
Okay. So question again about online. How did you get eyes on your products?
So I do a lot of Instagram marketing.
Okay.
So I'm really familiar with different ways to bring traffic to your site. There's a lot of different ways to do it online. You can pay for it. You can leverage different Instagram accounts. You can use influencers, micro influencers, sub influencers. There's a lot of little creative ways that you can do things. And if you just kind of tap into each one of those sources, you can get the traffic that you want. And it's a trial and error thing, right? It's not like you hit a button and you're just guaranteed success. But you have to try this one, try that one, try this one, and then you start seeing what works. And then and then once you find one that works, like maybe it's an influencer, then you just feed that machine and you continue to use that to grow.
Yeah, I think half of it is the back end with Joe. He was really good at researching, finding resources. If it's like, TikTok videos on Instagram with how to grow your business, he really like tapped into that. And then I think the other half is the front end of like what the public sees, like what you're posting, what you're saying needs to be quality and not just noise. Yeah. So I think when you have a balance of like good research and back end and strategy and quality content, then you'll be able to grow.
Yeah.
Okay, so next question. Do you do consultation?
I can, but it's not like I don't have an official business.
Yes,
but I don't mind. I mean, if someone wants to hear what I have to offer, I mean, I give it up.
Yeah, like if I showed you, if someone came and showed you their account, then you would give like the real feedback. Yeah. And I think your messaging should be. I'm always trying to dial that in, and for some reason, I could look at not yours, but somebody's and be like, you need to switch your marketing, not marketing, your messaging, talk to your audience, and or whatever, let's see your face a little bit more. And then on my own, I just sort of, I know I'm out there, but I know it can be sharpened.
I think it's your messaging, yes, and this and that, but if people don't even know what their audience is, that's the biggest problem.
Yeah.
If you don't know who your target audience is and who you're trying to reach, then you have no idea what content to provide or what your audience will like. So I think
then you're really taking kind of a lot of more risk because it's
time.
True trial and error versus I know what my market is, and so let me target that market. There's trial and error in that, but it's limited because you've narrowed it down, right? Yes. Where if you just put out content hoping someone catches on, that's a slower process. So
we are going to talk.
That's why we're here.
Okay,
so
because that is one of my goals for 2024 is to monetize the different social medias. I mean, of course, this is my free marketing, but we're going to talk. So what is one of y'all's goals? One goal, you can each have your own goal for 2024.
Yeah, I think our main goal for 2024 is to put smiles on as many people's faces when they come in the store. So whether that's them just coming and meeting us, that's fine too. If they want to come and they want to buy something, we want to put a smile on their face. And we hope that what we're providing does that. And then outside of that, our secondary goal is community involvement. So we want to support, she's really passionate, and Andy too. We're all real passionate about, women that may have been affected by, family issues, right?
Domestic violence.
Domestic
awareness,
violence. And so we want to leverage our business to where, yes, we sell bags and purses and hats and shirts and cool things and we have fun, but by shopping with us, you're actually doing something good for someone else, right? You're helping a family maybe get dinner for that week, or you're helping a woman or a family member who's been affected by this
have a new purse.
Yeah, have a new purse, or they get interview prep skills, right, to go out into the market again. So
Little things like that.
We want our effect to be that. Selling bags is key, and that's obviously what keeps the lights on. But we think we can help the community in a different way, across Washington County.
I think one of my goals, because my background is in marketing and I'm in sales now. That's my full-time job. And then after my full-time job, then I work this job. But I think this year, since we're so new, is finding out, what kind of relationships we can have with our customers, and then what does that look like? Is it people coming in once a month, people coming in once a quarter, and how do we maintain those relationships? Is it through emails? Is it through social media? And how do we have strong relationships, and what do those relationships look like? I think is one of my goals.
Yeah.
Nice. You guys are on it. You guys like it's taken us quite a few years just for that light bulb to go on. The relationships and figuring out how to keep serving them consistently, emails and everything.
Yeah.
So, is there anybody that inspired you to be the person? This is kind of a lofty question, but anybody that inspired you to be the person you are today?
For me, it's my grandmother. She raised me, and she's just the most amazing person. She passed away when I was 13, but up until that point, really who I am today and the way I am and the way I treat people and the values, everything I do literally every single day is because of her. She was a librarian. She ran a school.
Wow.
She was single for probably the last 30, 40 years of her life.
Wow.
Her husband passed away, and to just see what she was able to accomplish. And then also all the other women that were in the household really had an impact on me. So I'd say my grandmother.
Mine's kind of cheesy, but my parents, so Joe's actually my stepdad. So he came into my life whenever I was 14, right? 14, 15. So half of it is my mom. She's the creative person, and I'm very creative, so I feel like I get that from her, which, inspired the Bluebonnet wall and all the fun things we do. Her angel wings in the shop, she made those from coffee filters. She just is very creative. And then Joe, he's very business driven, very entrepreneurial. Can I say it?
Big word.
I know.
I had to Google how to spell it.
Yeah, I probably don't know how to. But he's always been super driven. From the time that he's came into my life, he's probably started and tried out 5 or so different businesses, trying to figure out what sticks. And it's just always something next. He doesn't settle for just a 9-to-5 corporate job. He wants something bigger and better for himself and the family. And I think that's really inspirational. So. Oh, cry.
I kind of glossed over it. So you said that one of your goals is supporting the domestic violence, or I don't know who we have here in town, but I'm sure you guys do. What's behind that? Is there a reason that that moved you to support?
I think, for me, it's women have played a big part of my life. I don't have any brothers. Father was gone at an early age. I think there were 6, 7 women in my household, and so I've got to see a lot of different things. But for me, what inspired me was Peighton when she was in her sorority. She did a lot with her sorority and people that were affected by this kind of stuff. And I remember just her being part of that. And I always thought, if I ever have something where I can be able to give back, then that's something I can get behind, because it's something that rarely is ever talked about. It's kind of hush hush. You don't really hear about it a lot, but it affects a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
And I always said if we ever get to a point where I can give 1%, 5%, 10%, that's what I'm going to give it back to, because I know it's going to help somebody as long as it's the right organization.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I spent 4 years volunteering at women's shelters where I went to school, and we did a ton of events, like philanthropy events, raising money and stuff like that. So I'm pretty educated in like that, and I don't know if you would call it an industry, just like that area.
Yeah.
I think it's like 1 in 4 women are affected, and then I think it's 1 in 3 or 1 in 5 men are affected by domestic violence. So it's definitely something that a lot of people aren't aware of, and that happens every day. So yeah, that's just something that I'm passionate about. Yeah.
Yep.
I can't believe those numbers.
Yeah.
And one of the groups here in Brenham, actually right near Must Be Heaven, is called Focusing Families.
Mm-hmm.
They're here, and also in, I think, Waller, Hempstead. So they do a lot of cool things. But we also have sourced some other ones that are a little bit more private. They're just not public. You just don't know about them unless you're in
for
those
safety
circles for obvious reasons.
Okay.
They don't want to give away their locations, but we plan on supporting them as well. And anyone else that we come across or find out about, we don't want to be solely dedicated to one. We want to be able to spread the joy. So
yeah, I think we're I don't think we like finalize on what we're gonna do, but I think if anyone brings in purses or bags that are not horribly torn up and beat up and stuff, but if they're in good condition, I believe that we're gonna donate all bags that are donated with us, give it to the women's shelters or family shelters, and then you would get a discount on your purchase within the store.
Yeah.
So,
that is so awesome. That is so awesome. You guys.
yeah, I mean, if you're gonna get a new bag, what are you gonna do with the old one?
Well, I have decent. When I say decent, I have well-loved, like old Kate Spade purses.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, employee, do you want it? No.
Right.
It's not cool enough, you know.
But you don't want to throw it away.
So I just take it to Goodwill. But oh my gosh, that's so awesome to know.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll have more about that online. So we just ask anybody that maybe has the same passion around that, just follow us online, and even if that's the only thing you follow us for, follow to hear about the things that we're going to be doing, because we will be publicizing the ones that we're allowed to publicize about. Because again, some of them are private centers that you can't expose, but follow along online, and you'll see how you can have an effect just by giving a bag, right? You don't have to have a business and do all these things to do this. You can just bring a bag in and even get a discount if you want on your next bag, because you don't want to be without a bag. So
that's just fabulous.
Yeah.
That's so brilliant.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of what we take to Goodwill anyway, I just learned, doesn't even make it out on the shelf.
Yeah, they filter through. Yeah.
Wow, fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, as soon as you post that, then I'll be sharing it.
Yeah.
All right, so if we look at businesses, I'm gonna break this down. Favorite restaurant in Brenham?
Oh, that's hard.
Oh, that's tough.
It's not hard for me.
What's your favorite?
My favorite at Las Americas. Find me there.
I've never been.
Often.
Where is it?
Right behind the shop.
Really?
We
Wait. Okay.
We did brunch there.
A long time ago.
We did brunch there a long time ago.
Okay, I need to go back.
I
forgot
love
it was called that.
Las Americas, but my go-to is LJ's barbecue.
LJ's, okay.
I mean, the brisket, the mac. I mean, really everything they do.
I know.
I just, if they're watching, bring the fajitas back, because they have the best fajitas.
I like Lone Star. I like. Oh my gosh, I don't know.
She likes Guadalajara. She won't admit to it.
Oh, yeah.
Their margaritas are pretty good.
They give me like laugh attacks. Like I can't stop
Really
laughing.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, probably those two.
Yeah.
Okay. Got a favorite coffee shop?
Mescalito.
Mescalitos.
Yeah.
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 It's so
I'm
good.
not even a real coffee drinker, but yeah.
What sucks about that is I actually just gave up coffee December 31st, so I'm 18 days in, and I miss going to Mescalito at least once a week.
Total sidebar. Reason for giving up coffee?
I gave up soda as well.
Yeah.
It was just kind of like
Clean slate.
clean slate. I need to stop putting the bad stuff in my body. But the coffee thing, I feel like I had like there's this thing when you drink coffee that you can get kind of like a clogged throat,
Like
it kind of flares up your phlegm, and so I was having these kind of attacks, but it was only when I drank coffee.
Oh.
And so since I've stopped drinking coffee, I haven't had that issue, and so it's either the coffee or the Coke, but why not take care of them both? But I'll still go to Mescalito. Maybe they have a tea or a water. I love everything they do.
The pastries too.
Yeah.
I had their berry crumble bar or something this morning. It's so good.
Best pastries, best kolaches. The breakfast taco is even really good. The cinnamon roll is to die for.
Yeah, and the environment. It's just like you feel nice going in there.
Yeah, we love that place.
Yeah.
All right. So, what advice can you give to someone who is hoping to start a business?
I mean, I would say kind of what I said earlier. The success is not in the planning. The success is in the doing. So go do it. Just take that first step. You can make changes as you go. It doesn't have to be this locked in plan that has no flexibility. If you start off this way and you have to go left or you have to go right, that's the great thing about doing a business. You can make those changes on the fly, but just go for it, and be prepared to have some failures. It comes with the territory, and don't be scared of that. It just comes with it, and that's part of it. But just go for it.
Yeah. Here in our business, we don't even call. I mean, we know there's failures, right? But we call them learnings.
Yeah.
That's how. Yeah. And if you're not failing, you're not doing enough. Yeah. You're not trying hard enough. Yeah. You're not testing enough.
Yeah. I've even told the kids this before, like, fail fast. Like, fall on your face as fast as you possibly can. You don't want to fail 6 years from now, 10 years from now. Do it right now. Like, go do it right now when
you can bounce back.
You can bounce back. There's no risk. It's not going to impact you as much. Do it right now, and then when you get back up, you'll learn. Okay, I don't need to do that again, right? And then make the next change. But go and try to find the next failure.
Yeah. I think for me, I'd say like get a mentor group or support group, or just find honestly anyone online and DM them randomly and say if they'll ask for help or FaceTime, or because a lot of people will ask or give advice for free, and they don't really mind giving free advice. So you just have to ask.
Okay, and then I have to say follow up one thing. If you're liking what they say, which is pure gold, everything I 100% align with. When you find your person, your mentor, who is gracious enough to give you some of their time, listen and follow through. Yeah, that is how. Some of them aren't going to ask for payment. It's more than enough payment when you implement the tips that they gave you. Do not take someone's time and then sit there in the paralysis analysis and continuing to think and strategize. Just go.
Just go
get experience.
Just go for it. Have fun with it. It's just like if you were doing a project at home, right? You're not gonna have everything figured out. You're gonna know some of the stuff, but like when you go to paint that wall, you're not gonna realize there's nails in there until you get in there and start painting. And you're like, oh, there's a nail. I need to cover that up. You take the nail out, you fix it, and then you just keep moving, right? And it's very similar, but try to do all that early on and not wait until later because it might be too late.
Yeah. Do you know what we do here?
Detailing.
We detail cars. Yeah. Do you know what we started the business as?
No.
Mobile body shop. Alex could paint your car very well.
He was telling me that.
He told you?
Yeah, he came to the shop. Yeah.
So, original name. You know what our name is right now? Clean Car Custom Detail. Our name started out, it actually is, it's still our name. It's On-Site Restoration Incorporated. Have you any idea what On-Site Restoration Incorporated will do for you?
A lot of things.
Yeah, maybe everything.
Do we build houses? Like I talk to people and I see them like stuck on their name and stuck on their phone number. And you know what? You're not married to any of it.
Yeah.
You can change your, you can do a different photo, you can whatever.
It costs $25 to go to the courthouse and
Boom.
change your DBA.
Boom. So I did that.
Yeah.
So iterations. On-Site Restoration Incorporated turned into On-Site Clean Car, and then I thought that was great. Logos changed like 5 times, and then people kept seeing I had that on my car, and they goes, "Oh, you're on site, so you'll come to me." No.
Yeah.
That turned to Clean Car Custom Detail, and each of those times the logo changed. And each time I was more happy.
Yeah,
the
I mean, look at your favorite businesses that you've used for years, and if you were to go back and research all the logo changes that they've been through, you'd be blown away, and you wouldn't even realize that it even changed. But they change, like Netflix, like prime example. That was never a streaming company.
Really?
It was a DVD by mail.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh.
A lot of people don't even realize that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Getting my little envelope in the mailbox.
It was you get your 3 CDs and you watch them, you turn them back in, you set up your queue online. From what I read, they didn't set out to be a streaming company. They set out to be a DVD by mail. They made the change. Look at it now, billions and billions of dollars.
And they pivoted quickly, which is what you have to do in business, because if you don't, you turn into Blockbuster.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Or BlackBerry.
Yeah.
BlackBerry, right?
Yeah. We all have BlackBerries. So just go with the flow and just go after it.
All right, excellent.
Yeah.
We've got a fun question here, an unpopular opinion.
So
I like yours. They said some things should not be made a healthy version, like pancakes. Let pancakes be pancakes, says the man who just gave up coffee.
Don't mess with the pancakes. Like, no one wants to eat a healthy version of a pancake. Yeah,
protein.
Just it's pancake.
At Black Bear or whatever that.
It's a pancake. It's got the word cake in it. Like, let's just keep it what it's supposed to be. So that would be mine.
So you're kind of like an all or nothing person. Like, you don't want to like take something good and try to make it healthy.
Well, when it comes to pancakes, like I don't mind a healthy burrito or a healthy bowl or a healthy Tex-Mex version, but like pancake, like just leave it alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what about you?
I like pizza cold, like the next day in the fridge.
It's better that way.
Yeah.
It's better that
It's good.
Yeah.
Like breakfast. Like just go get a slice.
Exactly.
Yeah, it actually does taste better.
It does taste better. I don't know why.
I think it's the
People get mad.
I know.
Mad.
No, I know, my whole family.
Yeah, I like it cold too.
Okay, and what is your favorite way to relax after a hard day of work? Both guys are like dual. You're wearing all the hats. Speaking of hats, we got to shout out. So you guys have hats there too, right?
We do have hats.
Alex
so this is one of them. Alex bought one of the Texas kind of trucker hat. We have a couple I call them canvas hats, but they have a different name. But they're not trucker hats, so we have a little bit of both. And then we just got these in. These are 979.
There's 4 designs. There's this one with our logo, a blue one, and a black and white one that says 979 written out. Yeah. But right now, we just got a few of them to test them out. But eventually, hopefully in a month or so, then we'll have them in the store.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Awesome. And so your favorite way to relax?
Oh yeah.
After wearing all your hats?
Yeah.
Wife and I, we love to go home. We have 5 dogs, so just get on the couch, watch some TV.
That's what mine was.
Sorry, but she likes to watch a different type of TV. We like to watch. Yeah. We like cop shows.
Okay.
So we like
real,
like live.
Okay.
Yeah, we like that kind of stuff. But we also just took on pickleball recently.
Oh.
And so we do like to, it's been cold recently, but since probably, September, we started playing pickleball, and we absolutely love it. So that's another way we like to relax.
I don't think I've heard of anyone who doesn't like it.
Pickleball?
Yeah.
It's addicting. It's,
that's what it seems like.
Yeah, we had a family tournament a couple months ago, and
you
won.
played too?
Oh yeah, I won the tournament. Yeah.
Okay, we might have to try it simply because as of right now, we're painfully aware that we are addicted to our phones.
It does get the phone out of your hand.
Yeah.
You can't have that in your hand while you're playing.
Yeah.
So
we
yeah.
I could play and sell.
Yeah. Or put it on your paddle and videotape.
You guys don't even. Look at this. This I just got.
No.
Oh.
Oh yeah. So because I do some work, I do some services where I wanted to be able to video me putting clear film on cars, but I couldn't because I can either do a time lapse from here, but now, honey, I can put the phone right there and, and I'm hands free.
It's like watching in point of view.
Yep.
That's
So
awesome.
like even like you guys, if you were wrapping up a bag.
Or
That's
like
awesome.
bag ASMR, like
called?
unzipping all the things.
Telson. Okay.
Amazon.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
Oh no. That's funny.
But I think you wanted to say what you do.
Oh yeah. So again, on the couch, dog and lap, take out. But I love trash reality TV. Anything on Bravo, I could literally watch it. I have this thing where I have to watch it through the season to the reunion, and it'll be like midnight, 1 a.m. and I'm like, I have to see the reunion, and then I go to sleep. I'm addicted.
Our vices. Yes. We all know better, but
Yeah.
Well, that wraps it up. Anything you'd like to say in conclusion? Oh, wait. Hello. People who are watching and are interested in finding out about you, tell us your, first of all, social media is king, right? So what is your handles?
So the website is 979 spelled out .net. So
.net.
all spelled out, 979.net. If you go on there, you can go to Facebook, you can go to Instagram. Our Instagram feed is on our website, so it feeds right there to the website. But if you want to follow us on Instagram, it's the number 9, 7 spelled out, and then the number 9. So I always say you.
Yeah.
So it's like a U. So number 9, 7, 9.
Okay.
It's confusing.
It's confusing. And to be honest, it's the only thing that was available. So we had to go,
perfect.
we had to go with it. And then, of course, on Facebook, you can search us 979.
Yep.
Okay. Brilliant.
Yeah, and then our grand opening is coming soon.
Tomorrow, yes?
Ribbon cutting.
So that's the
tomorrow.
ribbon cutting, yeah.
Our grand opening is date TBD, but when we do have it, it'll be a party at the store all day, fun. People will get bags, purses, men's apparel,
drinks,
more to come,
treats,
cookie cake.
Yeah.
All that good stuff.
We're going to have some fun with it. And, if you follow along online, you'll get to know the dates and when all that's coming. It's going to be within the next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
But the ribbon cutting is tomorrow. We're super excited about that. We had to kind of pick a day with the chamber that worked, and so that was the best one. And, we're excited.
Awesome. Yeah. And hopefully we'll have events coming soon. I know my mom and I want to do like a Botox event for our ladies that like that. And so stay tuned.
This time.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, we're going to be doing a lot of cool things. So that's one of them. One of the other ideas that we have is maybe even bringing in some of our partners in Brenham that are massage therapists and doing some, maybe smaller sessions where you just get a little taste of what they can do, and then you can go partner with them afterwards. But get that, and then maybe it loosens you up to get you your new bag.
Yeah. So. Purse bingo, all the things.
Yeah.
Coming up.
You guys got it.
Yeah, we're gonna have some fun.
Events.
Yeah.
Brilliant. All right. So follow them, please. Website 979, the number 9 SEVEN. No, the website's the whole thing, right?
It's all spelled out.
NINESEVEN.net. Follow there, or go straight to Instagram, where a certain of us generation live and thrive. 9 spelled out SEVEN, and then the number 9 again. So awesome to have you guys, Joe and Peyton. We're missing one, Andrea.
Andy.
Yeah.
Andy. Okay.
Yeah, she's at the shop right now.
So come and see her in person, and then. You have lots of backdrops that we can take there too. But we thank you so much for coming.
Yeah,
can't wait to see what the future has in store for y'all here in downtown Brenham.
Yeah, thank you.
We appreciate it. Thank you for all the support and love.
Yeah.
Couldn't do it without y'all. So
Brilliant.
Yeah, thank you. Very good.